person needs to do it because you've been blessed to be able to do it the easy way. And don't ruin Keisha's moment.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something real quick.
I have no idea what's going on.
Listen, do you know if Yandy gives Keisha an egg, that's Yandy's child?
That's okay.
Carrying,
That's not really her child.
It's not her child.
No, we signed papers that once I give her my egg, it's hers.
Because I wanted to have a child with my DNA. Who's the next best person to go to? It's my sister. So that's what I wanted to do.
But listen, so you giving up the child for like adoption or something like that, right?
No.
Within the four walls of Yandy Force's high-rise penthouse, a tempest was brewing that would shake the city of Atlanta, which glistened in the moonlight with its typical rhythm of parties, power struggles, and whispered scandals. The cornerstones of her existence and transformed the world she created into an unidentifiable chaos. From her quick ascent as a business mogul to her position as a devoted partner to BCs, Yandy had always been the embodiment of grace under fire. The partnership had been the. On the surface, they were a power couple admired by Atlanta's elite and coveted by everyone, yet even in fairy tales, they were the stuff of dreams. There is darkness. With his effortless smile and indisputable charisma, Mandy has been Yandy's bulwark over years of turbulence. But he had a weakness and an appetite for temptation that Yandy had previously struggled to ignore because she had faith in redemption and the power of their love, and she never thought that her own blood would be the source of the betrayal. The younger sister of KISHA and Yandy was a formidable force. Of her own fierce, fearless, and unquestionably stunning, Chaos has always been drawn to KISHA.
Our story is my journey to motherhood. As of right now, I'm suffering with infertility, fibroids, and endometriosis. So my journey to motherhood doesn't look like everyone else's. And Yandy has offered. Again, Yandy has offered. For all the naysayers, all the negative that I've been getting, Yandy has offered to do this for me, to give me her eggs. What better way, what better person than to receive eggs from your sister, your family member, okay? So, I would not want anyone else's eggs until I have aborted all my family, and she was the main one that I said yes. So, that's what she offered, I said yes. And you know what?
And that's y'all business.
I'm not even going to tell y'all why, but I'll wait for Dr. Lane. Because let me tell y'all, social media has been flagging me. They have been DMing me. They have been trashing me. They've been saying all kind of negative.
It sounds like a circus right now. This is like the Jerry Springer right now.
Don't ruin Keisha's moment.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something
I
real
have
quick.
no idea what's going on.
Listen, do you know if Yandy gives Keisha an egg, that's Yandy's child?
That's okay.
Carrying,
That's not really her child.
It's not her child.
No, we signed papers that once I give her my egg, it's hers.
Because I wanted to have a child with my DNA. Who's the next best person to go to? It's my sister. So that's what I wanted to do.
But listen, so you giving up the child for like adoption or something like that, right?
No. She's going to carry.
No. Yandy is not carrying the baby.
Exactly.
They're gonna take the egg and they're gonna insert it in.
They're gonna take Mandeecees' egg?
No.
But he's gonna be the father.
No, he's not going to be the father.
That's what I wanted to know.
So I never want to tell a woman what she can do with her body, but I think she should value my opinion as her husband. It should matter for something.
I do know Keisha has been wanting to have a child for a long time.
A long time. Okay, all right, a long time. You're not going to deny this of me. You're not going to take this from me. It's my
When her most recent relationship ended, Yandy took her into her home, providing a safe haven to reset and rebuild. It was intended to be a temporary place for KISHA to get back on her feet. But as the days stretched into weeks, an undercurrent of tension started to ripple through the house. She was the type of woman who lit up a room but left a trail of destruction in her wake. KISHA and housekeeping Mandeecees began interacting more and spending more time together. It started out innocently enough with a shared chuckle here and a lingering look there, towing the boundary between family and flirtation. Secrets have a way of coming to light late one night, but Yandy ignored them because she was too busy running her enterprises and balancing the chaos of her world. When she heard muffled sounds coming from the guest room, her suspicions were heightened, and as she approached, her heartbeat sped, and her mind began to race with potential outcomes. She halted short in her tracks when she noticed that the door was slightly ajar. His hand was on KISHA's leg as they sat on the bed, their faces close. Too near, KISHA's laughing illuminated the space, and Yandy's heart fell as the reality hit her like a freight train. The confrontation was explosive and intoxicating, as if nothing mattered. Yandy is a calm woman. Mandeecees fumbled as she tried to explain, while KISHA stood still, her expression a mixture of guilt and despair. She screamed, her voice shaking with hatred and heartbreak and defiance, but that was just the beginning of the horror. A few weeks later, KISHA revealed that she was expecting a kid, and the child was in the city's social circles. Mandeecees' statement shocked their family. Yandy's world fell apart. The betrayal was more profound than she had imagined, and the scandal played out like a soap opera, with each revelation being more damning than the one before it. Friends who started spreading rumors in the midst of the chaos, Yandy started to rebuild, channeling her pain into her work and refusing to let the betrayal define her. Mandeecees and KISHA, who were now entangled in their own web of consequences, were left to face the judgment of those around them. The media reveled in the drama, and Yandy found herself at the center of a public humiliation from which she was unable to escape. Atlanta witnessed Yandy rose from the ashes narrative, which is a testament to strength and tenacity, but the wounds from their betrayal would never completely heal, serving as a reminder that sometimes the people closest to you are the ones with the sharpest blades. With its typical cadence of parties, power struggles, and hush scandals, Atlanta glistened in the moonlight. However, midday, a tempest that would rock the foundations of Yandy Force's existence and transform the world she created into an unrecognizable jumble was brewing within the four walls of her high-rise penthouse. From her quick ascent as a business mogul to her position as Mandeecees' devoted spouse, Yandy had always been the embodiment of great under fire. The two had been the subject of. On the surface, they were a power couple admired by Atlanta's elite and coveted by everyone, yet even in fairy tales, they were dreams. There is darkness. Yandy had been anchored by Mandeecees' easy grin and indisputable appeal for years of storms, but he had a vulnerability and an appetite for temptation that Yandy had previously struggled to ignore because she believed in redemption, and they. Despite the depth of their love, she never thought her own blood would be the source of the betrayal. The younger sister of KISHA, Yandy, had her own fiery, unquestionably beautiful and bold. Chaos has always been drawn to KISHA.